Hey guys, it's Mike here at CrossFit Goldsboro. I got a special guest with me this morning. I actually had several people request that I get a couple of our Masters men on here. One particular being Jeff Sasser, and another one Bill Johnson. So I'll introduce them here shortly, but just a brief background on Jeff Sasser. He just won the 2019 state championship in weightlifting in his weight class in the 50 to 54-year-old division. Jeff is a steady member in our CrossFit classes and also follows our remote programming for weightlifting. I'm just going to ask him some questions. Hopefully some people can learn a couple things from this. And then I know as people age, this would be really, really good advice for them. And then also the competitive spirit. It never dies. It never dies. All right, guys, so Jeff Sasser's with me. Jeff, when did you start CrossFit with us?
I started CrossFit back in 2013.
Awesome. So we're going on year 7.
Yeah, year 7. I started November, actually this month, November the 1st, 2013.
Outstanding. Yeah, I know you just mentioned, you talked about that workout. You came in with Kenny, and I think you guys had to do some rowing afterwards and spend a little time in the restroom after.
Yeah, we did a rowing. Today, if you're looking back, it looked like an easy workout because it was like rowing, and it was a 3-partner. It was 3 of us. It was rowing, pull-ups, and some air squats. And me and Kenny both had to visit Uncle Pukey that day.
That's awesome.
But that was awesome. Like I was 3 weeks in CrossFit. I had just finished my introduction class and maybe 2 weeks of full CrossFit.
That's awesome. Jeff, so what makes you, what do you like about CrossFit? What drives you to show up every morning at 5:15 a.m. to do this?
I was an early riser anyway, but it's people say it's the group. I don't consider everybody in CrossFit a group. I consider us a family.
Awesome.
And I reckon you should call it share misery. No matter what's on the board, everybody's got to do it. Everybody's going to go through it. Well, you might have different standards, but it's just the whole thing of not knowing what to expect in the morning. I couldn't think of any way to start my day for my mental health and also for my physical health.
That's great advice. Yeah, I know a lot of people see the physical side of exercising, but the mental part of this, big relief for a lot of folks. And then also, hey, it's a chance for you to turn your brain off, focus on yourself for a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Do your physical fitness for yourself, and the benefits of the exercise goes way farther than just the physical part of it. That's really, really great advice. I know a lot of people just look at the photos or the videos of these physical specimens, you being one of those, and then hey, what it takes mentally and physically to get this thing done. So weightlifting. I know you had a little bit of a career in weightlifting. As a younger man.
I did.
And now we're back in, we're in the 50 to 54-year-old division. What sparks you to do the weightlifting? What motivates you to, you're doing remote programming. Kind of break this down for people so they kind of know. Jeff's in the 50, 54. He does CrossFit workouts. He shows up 6 days a week, 5 or 6 days a week. He does CrossFit workouts 3-4 times a week, and then also doing another 4 weightlifting sessions. What got you into weightlifting? What do you love so much about it?
I've always been interested in weightlifting. Growing up in a small town, a lot of people don't consider Goldsboro as a small town, but it is. We never had Olympic weightlifting style. It was all, you did 3 lifts. You deadlift, you bench, and you squat. Growing up watching TV, I always was awed at the Olympic guys because I've always been a smaller guy, and watching those guys, not very big, but they were lifting heavy weights. So I've always been interested in weightlifting. And I did it for a little while. I stopped and started, instead of focusing on me, I focused on my kids. I started coaching them. I got the opportunity to coach high school football. I did that for 5 years.
Great.
Enjoyed it, but the thing is by not focusing on me, I kind of let my body go. When I started CrossFit, a lot of people can't believe it. I was 200 pounds. I couldn't walk across the parking lot without breathing heavy. And the whole reason I started CrossFit was to do a mud run or to do a Spartan race. To date, I have not done one. I've done several CrossFit competitions.
Great.
Mike has been gracious enough to introduce me into Olympic lifting. That's my passion. That's what I love. I'm kind of odd. I love the process of getting ready for a competition more than I do a competition.
Absolutely.
I love the sweat. I love to coming in. You know, you're looking and Mike saying, okay, I want you to do 5 sets of 2 at 83% and then give me all you got at the end. I look forward to that. So I'm a kind of odd bird that way.
And that's, you know, we talk about, you know, mental toughness. We talk about grit. You've got to have a desire. And I tell people all the time, my job is to inspire you some. You've got to have enough self-motivation to actually want to be good, want to be great, want to better yourself. And, you know, everyone's like, Mike, what did you just say? You only want to inspire us a little bit? You want us to push us so far? Exactly. If you're not a self-motivated individual, I can't do this stuff for you.
Exactly.
You're the one who's putting your hands on that barbell. I need you to be inspired and motivated, and that needs to come within first. You got to have that confidence in yourself first, Jeff, before, you know, anyone else is going to believe in you as well. Pretty great story about the CrossFit and the weightlifting. You know, they go hand in hand. You know, the other aspects of CrossFit being the conditioning and the gymnastics. And you said, hey, you found a piece of it that you love, that you fall in love with. I always tell weightlifters, you got to have some endurance.
Yeah,
if that's muscular endurance, you know, strength endurance, that is a thing. You know what I mean? You've got to have some stamina if you're going to sit in here and take, you know, 100 sets of weightlifting movements, all right? Or vice versa. Hey, the body weight stuff, you know, we go through the pyramid of fitness. The bottom of it's nutrition. And then we get into conditioning. Then the third one's going to be gymnastics. How well do you move your body in space? Obviously, if you can't do that well, what's going to happen with the barbell? It's not going to turn out great.
Exactly.
So, really, really neat process. CrossFit events. I know you've competed in several of them. What are some of the ones that you've won or podiumed on?
Well, the first one I ever did, and anybody listening who's never done a CrossFit event, I'm going to toot our own horn. The best one to do to start off with would be the Battle of the Borough, because it's all levels. That was the first one I did. I did it with a partner. She had just come off, and she was a motivation at all the end. She had just come off of breast cancer. Yeah. So me and her did it together. Hey, we didn't. Our whole deal was to finish and not finish last, and we did. The next year, I was lucky enough to team up with Ben Seeger, and me and him's been partners in the Battle of the Borough ever since. One of my goals, long-term goals, was to top podium win the Battle of the Borough. Me and Ben did that this past year. I did that one. Rob is my other partner. Me and him has taken 2 competitions together. And Dennis is a beast. Me and him's done several competitions together, and we've taken podium on those. But the ones I'm most proud of is doing the states. The process of Mike leading me through that, and then going to the states, and not only podium, but also hitting a lifetime PR on my snatch.
Incredible. Yeah, so 2019, we've won a CrossFit event and we've won a weightlifting state championship.
Exactly.
That is one heck of a 2019. I can't wait to see what you got planned and what you're gearing up for in 2020. And you talked about the process of training for fitness events is what motivates you, going through that grind, going through that work, putting in that sweat equity so you can get that reward. And, you know, that's the thing with this generation now. Hey, there's not a lot of folks who are willing to put in the work anymore to get that reward. And hey, got a team signed up for December 7th.
Oh, yes, we do.
At the Granite Games. What's that team name?
The team is 3 Old Goats, and that's funny. One of the reasons I started CrossFit was, you know, like I said, was for mental health. My dad died of Lewy body dementia, and went to a dark place. Fought the demons with wrong stuff. Actually, you know, the reason I ballooned up to 200 pounds was I was trying to drink those demons away.
Yeah.
I started CrossFit and found out, hey, you can't drink and do CrossFit. So you had to make a choice. I felt better CrossFitting than I did drinking. Plus the family of just coming in and everybody, you know, everybody's the same. Everybody treats you the same. It's a no judgment zone in the true way. You know these guys love you. You know these guys are shared. But I did that. But when my dad was in hospice, my back was bothering me because I was out of shape and fat. A lady gave me a ointment called 2 Old Goats. I swear by it. So Alex, one of the young pups,
great story.
He called me and he said, "Hey man, when y'all do the Granite Games, y'all need to be 3 old goats, and that was perfect. So me, Bill, and Dennis are going to the Granite Games in the scale division as the 3 old goats.
Yeah, man, thanks for sharing that story. That's incredible. That's good stuff, and I hope a lot of people find some inspiration from that, Jeff. You got a great story for CrossFit, weightlifting, and for life, man. It's pretty neat stuff. Thanks for your leadership in our gym. You're one of our biggest leaders that we have. And you kind of know Coach's philosophy. I'm going to be hard on people. A lot of people are not used to that, and they don't have that structure in their life where they've ever had a leader hold them accountable. That's
right.
My job. You know what I mean? And whenever new people walk into the gym, it's really neat because I know it takes a lot to earn Jeff's trust. And you're always honest with folks, and to see you go out of your way every single time that a brand new person. We had one on Saturday. I think he's battling some demons right now. Right. It's his first week in the gym, and for you to go out there and extend your hand and say, "Hey, welcome to the gym. My name's Jeff." Pretty cool stuff. And I think we close with that, unless you got anything else.
Yeah, well, I want to blow. You can go anywhere. And I know Planet Fitness is a big gym that everybody wants to go to, and my wife goes to that gym, and that's great. At least you're getting fitness.
Yeah, love it.
I'm the type who I've never had anybody blow my own horn or, butter me up. I need somebody to be realistic to me. If I suck, I want to hear I suck. I don't want anybody to tell me if I'm bad, tell me. I want to hear the truth. And that's why I enjoy working with Mike, PT. I enjoy working with Mike on the weightlifting side and the CrossFit side. It's called Mike Shoot Straight With You. You know where you stand. You don't have to second guess. And another thing Mike always told me, and just put this in your hat, weightlifting and CrossFit go hand in hand. He kept telling me, hey, you can get stronger on one side, it'll help you on the other side. The workout we did, I saw it because I was stronger in my lower body and my shoulders. The rowing wasn't as bad as it was the first time we did it. So just wanted to toot Mike's horn for him.
Thanks,
Mike's a great coach. You know where he stands. He's very knowledgeable. I couldn't have done everything I've done, the state championship, going to the Masters in Orlando, without Mike's help, without Mike's push, without Mike being there.
Love you, brother, man. Thanks for sharing that. The weightlifting CrossFit connection, guys. Go look at your winners in CrossFit, Matt Fraser and Tina. Olympians. Exactly. Yes, they're Olympic weightlifters. I think weightlifting is an incredible sport. For any age. We got tons of youth lifters, masters lifters, our senior lifters, our 20 to 34-year-olds. It's an incredible thing. It's only going to help you be better in life. That barbell will teach you a ton about character, how to develop character, and how to be an awesome person in life, because you're going to fail, win, and that's how this thing goes out here in lifetime. Jeff, thanks a lot, man. And if anyone wants to check this out, my coaching philosophy comes from Coach Cav. He was the UNC Chapel Hill strength and conditioning coach. He's a speed coach for our Olympians. Pretty incredible person. But that book's called Man Up. If you get a chance, read that one. Add it to your Amazon cart, man. Pretty cool stuff. Thanks a lot, guys. Talk to you guys soon.